Osinachi Nwachukwu. According to what I saw on social media lately, that she was killed by her husband. So, decided, thank you for joining us on the program today. What
Thank you.
exactly happened to this lady? Have you been following the trend?
Okay, so like I said, RIP to my sister. She's gone now. Never come back. Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu was 42 years old. She was a twin. She has a twin, and the twin is alive. The same twin, that one is a gospel artist too, but she is the renowned one. She goes everywhere. She's known. She is, internationally and nationally. She's known worldwide. Her voice, she has a voice of fire. She was a spirit-filled Nigerian musical gospel artist and a songwriter with a voice of fire. Osinachi was a very spirit-filled woman. She served God all her life, and she used that voice to reach out to a lot of people. So, in fact, when she's singing, I told Nekme I want to play her music, and because of copyright, we cannot play it. When she's singing, my goodness, there's nothing short of heaven. This woman's voice is fire, fire and glory. But yet, she was the unlucky one. We didn't know. Nobody knew of this, that she's been going through abuse. My spirit is so vexed right now because of women who have refused to learn, to pick up advice from the other one. We didn't know that this woman has been going through abuse. Number one, financial abuse. We're told now that the husband, Mr. Nwachukwu, was the manager, her manager. He manages the finance. He's not the one single, mind you. So he doesn't even give this woman anything, because every news now is flying on social media. That thing that you've been keeping from people not to hear, people will laugh at you, people will mock you, they will stereotype you. Everything is out now. And the worst of it, she's not here now to defend herself. So this man, Mr. Nwachukwu, I don't know to call him a demon or what to call him right now, but let me just stay with Mr. Nwachukwu. This man has been abusing his wife, according to all the social media platforms that have been coming out, because I don't think 99% will be lies. There is an element of truth in a lie. Everybody is saying the same thing. I was even reading some WhatsApp messages from people right now, that the few people that she confided in, very few people that she confided in, told her to leave. And she was like, I can't leave because of my Christian faith, because of my background. I can't divorce. I can't do this, but I'm really tired of this marriage. They said this man has been beating her, abusing her. So she goes on the show. This man collects the money, gives her peanuts. That is even when he's happy to give her a little, gives her peanuts. Can you imagine? This woman is under financial bondage, and she's the one working for the money. She's the one that was blessed with the voice that brings in the money. She was the breadwinner. This man has no job. They have 4 beautiful children that she left behind. So, 4 beautiful children. When I saw the picture, I was just in tears. So 4 beautiful children that she left behind. This woman was the total breadwinner, 100%. She comes there, she goes out, work for her money, and this man collects the money. Sometimes she doesn't even know how much, because when they book her for a show, like
Who said that this man is collecting
this man was the manager. It's all over the internet. I don't know them personally, but now that you know the thing that struck me, they were trying to cover up the cause of death. The first thing I heard was she died of throat cancer, and I just sat there dazed. I was like, God, she used this voice, this throat to serve you. Why will cancer go and take possession of her throat? I was asking God, because God doesn't answer questions anyways. So I was like, this is not right. This is not fair. So I just sat there dazed, confused. So I called to some few of my friends in Nigeria, like, what's going on? I heard this on the news. Is it true? Because the first thing is I refuse to believe. This woman blessing us with her voice, she's gone like that, just 42 years old, and she was a twin. Her twin is alive, her twin is dead. They look alike. And her twin sings too, like I said, but she is the most renowned one. So we now learned over the hours, because this thing happened. She died 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago or yesterday? Yeah. Okay. So we now learned over the news now that it wasn't throat cancer. So whoever was trying to cover it up has committed a double offense. Number one, you abuse this woman to the point of death. Number two, you try to cover it up now to tell the doctors to, or maybe bribe the doctors to say she died of throat cancer. We were reliably informed that this woman was kicked in her chest, on her chest. She was kicked by a man. So my pain is this very innocent woman, even if I don't know them personally, what offense would she have committed for this man to beat her to stupor to that extent that she fell into a coma? I'm sorry, my voice is kind of. She fell into a coma after the beating. This is not the first time. They said the 4 children that they have, every time she's pregnant, this man beats her. Every time beats her like no other. And yeah, and she keep coming back. This man will go and bring her back in her pregnancy. Maybe after the baby, the man will go and bring her back. Then she will have another baby, another baby. 4 children. No respect, nothing. I don't know what some men, some spouses are thinking. I don't know what's coming over your head that you find your spouse as a punching bag. This is your spouse. You're going to lay with this spouse. This spouse is the mother of your children or the father of your children, because we also learned that in some parts, men are also abused. But if you watch the trend, what has been going on consistently, women are having victims of this abuse that leads to death.
Yes. Domestic abuse. Women are most
abuse. So she contemplated so many times that she wants to leave the marriage, but her Christian faith would not allow her. Okay, see where I'm really dazed. Okay, people go to the Bible and they start misinterpreting and misinforming people that, oh, because you are a Christian, you cannot leave your marriage, you cannot do this. Are you just walking out of your marriage because you want to walk out of it? No. You are walking out of your marriage because it's the toxic environment and you don't need to be there. This is not what the Bible says. The Bible tells us that marriage is a beautiful thing. Submission to your husband is not subjugation. If you are submitting to a man, I submit to my husband, I love him, and he loves me back. But that is not to put me under a spell, to put me under slavery. That is not the meaning of submission. Submission means you have a head and you honor that head. And that head, in turn, will honor you as a wife. That
submission does not mean that when somebody is about to kill you, you have to be submissive instead of you to run.
You cannot submit to death. You cannot submit to death. That is my problem. You cannot submit to death. Nekpa, share me this link. I need to share it to my Facebook lovers. You cannot submit to death.
I like the fact that Pastor Funke came out.
Exactly.
To also hear her opinion about the ongoing issue. And the way she approached this matter, I so much love her comments and her insight. As a pastor's wife and a pastor herself, she was advising women that there is nowhere in the Bible is written that you should stay in an abusive relationship.
Never.
So, some people misunderstood what is written in the Bible, saying that, oh, I'm going to pray over it. The same thing that Pastor Funke said, that you cannot pray over a man who is abusing you, who is about to kill you. You see the stone coming, like in Benin Kingdom. We have this parable that the stone that you saw coming straight to your face to come and blind your eyes. What will you do? Will you wait for that stone to come and blind you?
You have to You have to run. You have to run. When the harmattan cuts your lip, nobody's going to tell you. Or when flies peck in your lip, nobody's going to tell you to drive those flies away. You will do it spontaneously. And that is exactly what a toxic marriage is. If you are in a toxic relationship, I advise you, please, the problem I'm having is, number one, yes, I'm a Christian. Please don't say I'm against the Bible. I am not against the Bible, but I will not stay in that toxic place. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Nickman, for sharing. I am going to share it to my people. So I am not against that I'm not against marriage. I'm not against the Bible. The Bible does not tell you to die in an abusive relationship.
Relationship. Yes.
Apostle Paul in the Bible told us to endure marriage, to be married, that if we cannot live single, then we should be married, right? Apostle Paul didn't say it, he said there's no reason for divorce, there's no place for divorce, but he didn't say you should die for marriage. And to even crown it, so Apostle Paul was a human being. Apostle Paul was a human being. Nobody would drive the flies that are perching on your lips for you. You have to spontaneously drive them away. So this is what I'm asking women to do. You are in a toxic relationship. I am a pro-marriage. I advocate for marriage. Okay, I'm not against marriage. I'm a married woman. So I am in one, but I'm not in a toxic one. If you are in a toxic relationship, there is no reason to be there. Marriage is not to be endured. It's to be enjoyed. It's
You know,
two different things. Women keep getting this thing wrong. You don't want to leave an abusive relationship because people will laugh at you, because people will stereotype you, because people will put you down. If you leave now, they will not call you a woman of God. Lie of the devil. I am telling you, you could end up dying like that. And when you die, you go. Now, what would have been the best answer for this woman? She would have had her 4 children. She was even the breadwinner. So she wouldn't have lost anything because the man was just there beating
so
her.
right now, what is the reaction of the family of this woman and the man,
We haven't
husband,
spoken. We
that,
haven't heard. It's just
that
news
killed
flying
this woman?
around.
What is the man now? The
Yes.
man supposed to be under the custody of the police
Yeah.
by. So what is going on? We want to know because we should be expecting this man to be under the custody of the Nigerian police by now.
Yes.
And
Exactly my thought.
the family
Exactly.
of the woman as well,
Yeah.
we are also expecting them to speak out
Yes.
over
Exactly my thoughts. This
over
religious
of
thing,
their
I do
daughter.
not understand it. Religion did not tell me to go and die in the hands of the man. I am not going to die.
So
So
let's just forget about religion first, because by now we're supposed to see this man being apprehended by the authority. Because we cannot be talking here. We cannot use the church against him. We cannot curse him. We cannot do anything. The only way this woman can get her justice is through the Nigerian authorities. So right now, is there any plan of apprehending this man to ensure that the justice is done? Because this woman deserves justice.
she does. That's going to be coming up in the next few days. I haven't. I'm on social media, but I haven't seen it on
That is
any
one thing
platform. But
about Nigeria.
yeah,
That is one thing about Nigeria. Something like this is happening, especially that is under the somebody that is well known in the church. You can see that police is not really involving themselves in
she
this
said it's a
issue.
domestic issue.
Because yes, it's a domestic and something about family, and moreover, it's about the church. She's a popular gospel singer, so they are expecting the church to, maybe take care of the situation. Right now, in a democratic society like Nigeria, we're supposed to hear a news conference from the authorities, conducting a news conference of
Yes,
investigation,
exactly.
interrogation of the husband and the family of this woman, working with the police. That
Mhm.
is how it's done in the West. We
The-
are using this medium today to appeal to the Nigerian authorities to do something as soon as possible. This man is not supposed to be working or sleeping in his bed by now. He's supposed to be
exactly,
under the custody,
exactly,
interrogating him by now. What exactly
exactly,
happened to this woman? This
exactly.
woman deserves justice.
Exactly. She deserved justice. She deserved justice. This is so painful. This is so painful. This is an avoidable death. It could have been avoidable if she took her bags and left this man. And she would have been able to fend for herself because financially she was the breadwinner. So I really don't know the yardstick for staying inside a toxic relationship. It bothers me. It just takes away my whole fiber. I cannot relate to it. I do not resonate to abusive relationship. I don't know why women choose to stay there. Now, the choices that she made was the wrong one. She has left 4 beautiful kids motherless. This man, maybe after apprehending him or whatever, he comes out of jail or so, he is going to get married. But those children will never have a mother again. That is it. It's finished. She does not deserve to die. So whoever wrote that thing before and said it was throat cancer, she was been battling it for so many months, that person needs to be apprehended too, because they were trying to cover up something, abusive relationship. We were told that this man kicked her on the chest and she fell into coma. So this is not
So
the first time. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the brutality? Oh shit. I'm sorry.
painful.
Can you imagine the brutality? Can you imagine what this man made her go through? When you watch that woman sing, oh, when you watch her minister, your soul is lifted. Whatever you're going through at that moment, she lifts you up. So what sin could she have committed to warrant this kind of beating? She cares for the family. She's 100% a breadwinner. So what would she have done? What sin, what crime would she
This
have
is
committed?
this is a message to those who are watching right now. And if you are watching right now, you are in any abusive relationship, forget about the stigma. Over these years, the stigma attached to being a single mother or a single woman has reduced significantly. Reduced. So I don't see no reason why anybody will be living, suffering and smiling in 21st century under one abusive relationship. It can be a man, it can be a woman, to this what the society is saying. You understand? Your life is more precious than one marriage that will lead you to early grave. I'm telling you.
And
Just
the
be
life
watching.
of those children. Maybe there's so many maybes, the ifs and the eyes and the dons and the do's. There's so many, because the man has programmed your brain, or your abusive partner has programmed your brain to feel like you are doing something wrong. Tell me, what
Yes,
did
yes,
this woman do wrong? Even if
yes.
I don't know them personally, what did she do wrong? Using her voice to elevate the children of God, minister to us, and going home to care for her family. What
Like I
else did
want
you do?
what
And I think you guys, please, if you're going under abuse, if you're in a relationship that is making you cry every day, that is not a relationship. That is slavery. Slavery is different from a marriage. Make people not laugh me, make people not laugh me. At the end of the day, people go cry for your matter.
cry you, yes.
They will cry because of you, just like we are crying for Osinachi right now. At the end of the day, people will cry because of you. You don't want them to laugh at you. You are not the first to start it. And it's not your fault. In one of my programs, I also said when women are going through abuse, they keep it, they bottle it up because they don't want people to blame them. This, we should stop this. How many times will I flog this topic? We should stop this. It's not your fault that the man is abusive. It's not what you are not
You
doing or
cannot
what you
change him. You cannot change him.
can't
You
change him. It's
cannot change
him.
him. You
He
cannot
has to
change
work on himself to stop abusing you. It's not your fault. Please
him.
don't bottle it up. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Somebody will, if you don't have the courage to leave, talk so that people will know. Don't bottle it up. And you just die like this silently. We don't like
So,
that.
so
Please.
sister, we need to
Thank you
end this
very much.
program. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you so
One
much.
more advice before we close this program today.
Mhm.
Please, if you are watching right now, please stay away from an abusive relationship. So there are many things, not only abusive relationship, bad friends. There are many things that
Bad
you have to,
circle.
be careful. Like what I said earlier, that I was raised by two grandmothers. You have to be careful with many things. Friends that you mingle with, people, your co-workers, food that you eat, smoking. There are many things that you have to avoid in your life. Bad relationship. Be careful if you want to live long. So that
Mm-mm.
is the end of today's program. Thank you all for watching, and
Thank you.
I will bring Sister Edith next time to the program so that we continue. We want to do a follow up, Sister Edith, and
Yes.
ensure that
Just
that guy is apprehended by Nigerian authorities. We
Mm-hmm.
want to follow this case to ensure
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
see this woman get her justice. Justice must be done for her
It
because this
will
man
come. social media is very powerful. You might it has led to a lot of justice. So
Yes.
it will come. It will come. So
Justice.
we're going to follow up with this case. It will come, and we want to see him behind bars. And also, please learn from this. Learn.
Yes.
Don't be the next victim. Learn.
We
Learn.
don't want to hear another victim.
Don't add to this number. Don't add to this number, please. I beg
Yes.
you. Learn. It's
This
better to be
message,
single and happy than to be married and frustrated and irritated by life with life, and
this
learn.
is this is not only a message for the women, also for the men and
Yeah,
women.
I'm talking to
Please, this
the men and women. Yeah. Learn,
yes, men
please.
and women, please learn from this. Like what
Yeah.
I said earlier, this case serves as a deterrent to anyone that is living under abusive relationship. So that is the end of today's program. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
And
Thank
if
you.
today is your first time of visiting our channel, I can see some new faces. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Nebo TV, as we're gonna be following this case to ensure that we shame this guy.
And they should also follow up with that case. Whoever brought that thing up to say she died of throat cancer is liable for an offense.
We don't know who said that. If there is any doctor that was paid to say that, the doctor should be questioned, and the doctor should also serve some time in jail. You know that
Exactly.
Nigerian authorities, this case is in your hands. I
Yeah.
want us to come back next time to be discussing about how this guy is in jail. That is the next
Mhm.
step. Okay,
Mhm.
so thank you all for watching. Sister Edith, thank you so much for joining the
Thank
program.
you, Miss
Thank
Sheila.
you. Have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful
Just
head
so
and
yeah, they like when we call their names. Thompson Atwa, thank you. Oh, what is it saying? Anyways, don't even go there. Miss Sheila, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone that believes in dying in marriage, we've delivered our message. It's
thank
marriage is
you.
not to be endured. Thank you.